Let's talk a little bit about patient intake. So there's a new patient that's coming in, and we need to collect information from them. This can be, anyone from someone who calls on the phone, okay, and we have to get information there, or someone who's kind of like in our office, okay, and they're coming in for their initial evaluation. So this kind of talks about all of that. But I really want to emphasize the importance of collecting all the information that you can, okay? Again, there's going to be a checklist of things that you have to kind of get through, when we have a new patient or there's a new patient coming into the office for their initial evaluation. So we're going to go through that. But just in general, it's very, very important that we collect everyone's information. This is their contact information, their insurance information, the prescription, any information from the doctor. All this information is very, very important and has to be collected and put in their chart. If we miss even one small, simple piece of information, it can cause larger trouble down the line. So, you really want to get all the information that you can from them, and skipping or missing one of those things is not acceptable, okay? All this information is important, otherwise we would not be collecting it. There may be times we collect information that we never use, but we don't want to be in a situation where we did not collect information that we do need in order to help the patient out. It's really, really important. Again, you're going to have a checklist of all the stuff that you need to collect, but just understand the importance of that. Let's say we got all the patient's information, and I didn't get their phone number right. I now have no way to contact this patient. There's no way for me to get their information. And let's say we get the other information, but we missed something as far as their insurance is concerned. Now I have to take the time to contact that patient and tell them, hey, you know what? I didn't do a good job. I need your insurance information again because I didn't get it the first time, and it could stop them from initiating treatment. All these pieces of information are really, really important. So make sure you're collecting everything that's on that checklist and writing it down or putting it in the computer system accurately. Okay, again. The phone number is no good if one of the numbers is wrong. So that's something that's really, really important. Focus on getting the information collected accurately. All right. Another thing I want to talk about a little bit is just the patient that comes in for their initial evaluation. So think about it and understand this is kind of the person's first introduction to our office. They probably talked to us on the phone, or possibly they know of our office, but this is really kind of like our first impression when they're coming into the office. It's really, really important that you're, like we've talked about before, that, greeting that person, making them feel welcome. Again, a lot of these people that are coming in are in pain, okay? And they've had this pain, some of them for, weeks to months to years, all right? It's a really frustrating place to be, and these people are seeking help, they're trying to get better. So you can imagine, if you've been in pain for months, your mood might not be the greatest, okay? You might not be feeling great coming in that day, so it's important that you're, a welcoming presence for them, that you understand that, they're having an issue, and that hey, they've come to the right place. We're going to help them with this issue, but understand they may not be in the best mood. Maybe it took them a long time to get to the office. Maybe they couldn't find it. Maybe they just are not in a good mood today. You have to understand that, and we have to kind of turn that around. We have to get them in, get the intake process started, but make sure that they feel comfortable. But you have to understand, people that are coming to physical therapy may not feel great. If they felt great, they probably wouldn't be here, right? So we've got to work on that problem. But they may not be feeling great. Do something that makes them feel better, okay? Help them out. This is, again, their first interaction with us, so the impression that they have with you as the aide is very, very important, and that interaction is very, very important. Another quick thing on some of the intake paperwork that we do, we'll just do a quick explanation on functional forms, okay? So functional forms are forms that our patients fill out. All of our patients do them. There's different ones depending on body part, and we change ones that we use occasionally. It's a really important form. What it is it's getting an assessment of where they are right now, and then we'll continue to check in with that form. It's used for two things. We send it to the insurance company, so that's proof to the insurance company, hey, we're making progress, okay? They were here at initial evaluation, and 6 visits later they're here, and then at discharge, hey, they're doing great on this functional form, okay? They're all, research tested more or less to be, to give good information about the specific problem that they're having. So this functional form is really important. We also use the functional form to tell us how we're doing as clinicians. So I can take a look back at all the functional forms that my patients have filled out, and I can see, hey, am I getting better? That's really what we're about, improving function in people's lives. So, if they had this issue with a specific activity at their initial evaluation, how are they doing 3 visits in? Have they made improvements there? How did I get them to be 100% proficient in that? But by the end, that's really what we're shooting for. That's our gold standard of getting people going back to doing what they want to do. And the functional form helps us give a numeric interpretation of that. So the functional form they fill out is important. And you may have patients ask you questions on that. Some of the functional form questions aren't great and they're a little bit confusing. Help them out with that. This is the first time they're ever seeing this form. I can guarantee that. So when they're coming in for this evaluation, if they have questions about it, help them out with it. Let them know what they need to do and what the question's asking. If you don't 100% understand it, ask the therapist. Bring them in and say, hey, what they're kind of getting at here? This person has Achilles tendonitis. What are they kind of looking for here? I want you to help them out with that functional form, but it is important. Again, there's a whole checklist of things that we have to do at initial evaluation or when the patient first calls our office, so you're going to have that checklist to go over. But it's important for you to understand this information is important, and if we can collect it all accurately in the beginning and get all this information, it eliminates a lot of problems that we're going to have down the line. So all this information and getting it accurately is very, very important.